Welcome to this session of OpenMentor.net. In this we are going to talk about functions, how we can write reusable code so that you can define it once and then call them at multiple places. If you look at this one, this block, this is a function block. It starts with the keyword function. This is the name of the function. C to F, this is for centigrade to Fahrenheit conversion. I am passing one parameter C. Now I have declared two variables here. There is a variable I, variable F. F equal to, this is a standard formula, 9 by 5 star centigrade plus 32. So I am printing that Fahrenheit value. So I print the value of F here. Then I assign I equal to F. Then I am writing the value of I inside the function. If you look here, there is a variable I declared outside the function, I equal to 10. This is declared as 10. Now inside the function I have declared one more variable I. Now I am assigning the Fahrenheit value of that. Now I call the function. To call the function you need to use C to F within brackets the parameter. After calling, so inside the function the I is modified. Then after calling I print this statement, value of I. This is actually outside function. Okay. So once this is called, whenever there's a function declaration, it doesn't initially execute that. Only when it is called it gets executed. I is initialized to 10. I gets passed, then C becomes 10. Then the Fahrenheit equivalent of 10 is calculated. Then that value is assigned to I, it gets printed. Once it comes outside the function, let us see what the value it has. Now let me go and then execute this. Fahrenheit is 50. Since I have initialized I is equal to F inside the function, I becomes 50. But once the call is over, it comes back to the main place, but the I retains the value of 10. So even though we have the same name I, any variable you declare inside the function, they are called local. Once the function is called, that variable, that instance comes to existence. Once the call is over, this is erased. Whereas whichever you declare outside the function, they are called global variable. This is local, this is global. So whatever you change inside the function does not affect what is declared outside, even though the names are same. So the lifetime, the scope of this I is only this function. The lifetime of this I is, and this F is, as long as this function is executing, this F and this I exist. Once this is over, once this call is over and it comes over here, this I and this F do not exist, only this instance of I exists. So the scope of this is local. The lifetime is as long as the function executes. The lifetime of this one is as long as the page is in place, this variable will hold the value. That's the lifetime of. So to call a function, you do like this. We can also write functions to return some values. So to return that value, the way you need to do is, let us say where x. Now I can say x equal to C to F of I. Now we can copy this. We can print value of x is plus x. So, but to send the value back, you need to do return. You need to use this keyword return within bracket x. Sorry, within brackets F. So the moment you say return F, the calculated value of F will be passed on to this X, and that X will be printed over here. Let us try to execute. Now if you see here, internally the function calculates the Fahrenheit equivalent of 10, that becomes 50. That 50 is returned to X and X becomes 50. So either you can have global variables and then pass the values through the functions, or you can have specific return values. If it has to return only one value, you can always write, this is like y is equal to f of x notation in mathematics. So this is called a function returning a value onto the left hand side. So you can declare functions without returning value on the left hand side, but store the values in global variables and then retaining in the caller. Or you can declare, you don't have to declare a global variable. You can simply use return statements. Through the return statements you can pass it to the left hand side, but it can return only one value at any point of time. So this is functions. So let us stop this session over here. Thank you.